All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. This brother Obadiah from New Wine Congregation of Israel. And first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is who the world calls God. Bahashem just means in the name of. Yahweh Shai is the true name of who the world calls Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai. Right, in the Paleo Hebrew, his name is Yahweh Shai. So this video I'm going to be touching on through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai is proof the Bible is full of black people. That's what I titled the video. Proof, 100% proof that the Bible is full of black people. So-called black people. Because, we've been taught that the Bible is a white man book, which I was thinking that the Bible was a white man book at one time until I actually opened up and read it. You see all these Bible movies that they make. All the characters in the Bible movies are white. You got a white actor playing David. You got a white actor playing Jesus Christ. You got a white actor playing King Saul, right? You got a black actor playing Jeremiah, right? You got white actors playing Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? They make the Bible seem like it's full of white people. So our people don't want to open up the Bible and read it because they think that it's full of white people. But Christianity got our people thinking that way, man. Christianity destroyed our people, man. I say this all the time. Christianity is worse than crack. Christianity did a number on black people more than crack did. You know what I'm saying? Because our people don't even know that they brainwashing Christianity, right? They don't know that they getting pimped by their pastor in Christianity. They don't understand that, man. We've been lied to. Just think about this. I'm gonna get into Jesus Christ. I'm finna touch on him. If they lied to us about the color of Christ, what else you think they lied to us about in this Bible, man? Think about that. If they lied to us about the true image of who the world calls Jesus Christ, what else you think they lied to us about in this book? So it's a reason why they don't want you to think or want you to know that the people in the Bible look like you and that they're your people. That's why they had to whitewash everything, man. And the Bible already prophesied that they was going to do that. Let me read that. The Bible prophesied it before it even happened. That's what it's called, prophecy. Prophecy is something that happened, that's something that spoke on before it even happened. Now, they was doing this in the time of the Greeks. This first Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open up, now this is the time of the Israelites, right? Our people, the so-called black people. We was in captivity under the Greeks, and they came in, right? And let's see some things that they did when they came in and took over. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images. So they painted the likeness of their images. So they laid open the book of the law, which is the Bible. They opened up the Bible. Then they started reading about how everybody in the Bible was black. Then they sought the likeness. They painted the likeness of their images. They were like, okay, we see that Jesus Christ is mentioned as a black man. We see how Adam and Eve are mentioned as black people. How Jeremiah, how Job is mentioned as a black person. How Solomon mentioned as a black person. But we're gonna change them to white people, right? Every movie that we make, we're gonna portray these people as white people, right? That's what they did, man. It was a time called the I think it was called the Renaissance. The Renaissance was when, if I am mistaken, when they I don't know if that's a time when they changed. It was a period of time when they changed all the images of our people, even going back to the Dark Ages. They changed all those images to so-called white people. That's why when you look up all these people that went back to the Dark Ages, you type these people up, they showing up as white people. You type in King James, he a white man. But King James was really a black man. He was a king during the Dark Ages. He was a so-called black man. But if you look up King James on your phone, he gonna come up as a white man. You look up Jesus Christ, a white man gonna come up. You look up Paul, a white man gonna come up. Why is that? Why they telling us all these people in the Bible are white or showing us this? Then they get mad. When you tell them that the people are black. That's when they say color don't matter. Right? They say color don't matter when you say he a black man. Right? But they don't got no problem with everybody in the Bible getting depicted as white. Nobody got a problem with that. They got a whole statue in Brazil of a so-called white Jesus. in Brazil that everybody can see. Nobody don't got no problem with that. But as soon as we come out and saying that he's a so-called black man, that's when everybody, oh, color don't matter. It's not about his color. It's about what he did. It's not about he didn't stand for color. But color is important. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get into the lesson. Color is important because if color wasn't important, then why would you change his color? If color wasn't important, why did you change everybody's color in the Bible if color wasn't important? Color is important. Color plays a big part of history. Because if we know that everybody in the Bible were dark-skinned people, we know that, okay, these are our people. These people are melanated people. They are our people, and that give our people a sense of power. Because the greatest people that ever walked the earth, this Bible, the greatest book on the earth, the most selling book on the earth, is talking about the life, the history of so-called black people. And they know that. So they can't let us know that. That's why they my bad. Yeah, they can't let us know that. So that's why they tell us that that everybody white. They want to keep us asleep. That's white supremacy. Right? Because our people thinking that these people of the Bible are white. I can't even count how many times we ask a youngin or one of our people what color Jesus Christ is. He white. He white. He white. That's why color matter. Because that image of Jesus Christ fooled the whole world. It's fooling the whole world. Everybody thinking that this man is a white man. Because they portraying him to be a white man. Color does matter. Right? Because think about this. Kobe Bryant, right? Just say we know Kobe Bryant was a black man. Then I just say, down the line, years and years and years, generations and generations, they changed his color to a white man. They changed Kobe Bryant from being from a black man to a white man from years down the line. So everybody thinking Kobe Bryant white. So all his achievements that he did while he was hooping, all the championships he won, right? All the scoring titles he passed, people think he a white man. So they giving him they giving him what's what I'm looking for? They giving him credit. They giving credit to a white man. Kobe Bryant, they think he a white. They giving credit to a white man, which he's not a white man. You see what I'm saying? So all the stuff that Kobe Bryant achieved is like he's in vain because he's not getting his full credit because they not portraying his true image. You feel what I'm saying? They changed his whole image around, so it's like he's not getting his full credit. That's the same way with Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Jesus Christ. And that's why he angry. They literally changed this man's whole image, right? And they basically giving credit to a whole nother man that's not even him. And I'm finna show you that. I'm finna show y'all the true image of Jesus Christ. Because you have some people say the Bible don't tell you what color he is. Some people say he was all colors. Some people say he was Middle Eastern. Some people say he was olive colored. We finna get into this Bible. Cause Middle Eastern, that's not a nationality, man. You don't hear nobody walking around saying I'm a Middle Eastern man. That don't make sense. People say he wasn't a color, he was invisible. I'm finna show you in the Bible what the Bible said about how Jesus Christ looked. It's Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ. So this Revelation is 1:1. It's finna get into the reveal, the depiction of Jesus Christ. I just want to read that. The revelation of Jesus Christ. Now John is seeing this, right? John finna see the image, the depiction of Jesus Christ. Now let's go down to verse 14. It's Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14 through 15. His head. So the Bible describes his head. His head and his hairs. His head and his hairs was white like wool. Hold up. So Jesus Christ, the greatest man that ever walked the earth, no sin. The Bible said he had hair like wool. Now, what race of people have hair like wool? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm finna type in woolly hair on my phone. Woolly hair is like the texture of a sheep. And I actually had a good depiction on my let me see if I can find it. I had saved it. Let me see if I got. I know I screenshot it. I don't know if it's on this phone or the other on my tablet. Let me see. It was a good depiction of the brother, man. They had his hair next to a sheep. It might not be on. Oh, here you go, right here. Look at this. This is woolly hair. Look at that. Woolly hair is like the texture of a sheep when the sheep hair is growing out. Now look at that sheep hair and look at that brother hair. That's the same texture hair that Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Jesus Christ. This the texture hair that he had. This is woolly texture hair, Afro texture hair. This is woolly texture hair. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? This is woolly texture hair. That's sheep hair. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. This is woolly hair. Woolly hair. Sheep hair. So the Bible said this is how Jesus Christ's hair looked. So why is it when we see that image of white Jesus, he got brown, long, stringy dog hair? Why is that? When the Bible clearly said he had hair like wool. Did they get confused? Did they kind of read it wrong? Damn, I thought he said he had long, stringy hair. I must have read that wrong. No, they knew it didn't say no dog, stringy hair. They just had to portray that image of him being a so-called white man. They know the Bible said he was a black man. So I just read in 1 Maccabees in the Apocrypha, chapter 3 and verse 48, that they laid open the book of the law. So if they laid open the book of the law and they changed the images from black to white, they had to know the true images of how these people look before they changed them. So they knew these people were black people. They just couldn't let you know that. So this is the texture of hair that Yahweh Shah, who the world called Jesus Christ, had, right? And he said his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So his feet was like brass. Jesus Christ's feet was like brass. So let me show you this. So his feet was like brass now. This is kind of like the color brass. This is brass. So his feet were like brass. So the Bible says his feet were like brass, as if it burnt in a furnace. So let me try to find this video. Let me try to find that video I had seen, man. It was a video. I want to see if I can find a video of see if I can find that video. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that video, man. Hey, right here. Let me see. This ain't the video I seen a while back, but I can use this one real quick. Oh, let me see. He's loading up. Let me show you. It said his feet was like brass, as if it burnt in a furnace. So if you burn anything, what color does it get? I don't know if I can find it, man. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that. Look how dark. Look how dark it get when he burning it. Hold up. He got a like a little bullet. Watch this. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it. Y'all see it getting dark? Y'all see it getting dark at the top? See that? It's getting dark at the top. See what I'm saying? So the Bible said his feet was like unto fine brass, as if it burned in a furnace. So his feet was like brass, kind of like a penny. But it said it got more in depth with how dark he was. It said as if it burnt in a furnace. So this like kind of like brass right here. Got a copper bracelet. So if I burn this, it's gonna get dark. That's how I describe his feet. And our feet is the same color of our body. If his feet dark skinned, his arm not gonna be pale, right? His face not gonna be red. No, if his feet dark skinned, his whole body gonna be the same color as his feet. So The Bible describing this man Yahweh Shai as a dark-skinned man, right? This my bad. He said, let me go back to 14. I don't know if I read his eyes. His head and his hairs were white like wool, and his eyes were like a flaming fire. So he had red eyes. So that image that we see of Jesus Christ is totally, it's not even accurate. It's nowhere close to being accurate. That's a whole different man. They didn't even try to make him close to how Christ looked. That's a whole nother person. That's a whole nother another nationality of a man. That's a white man. He got brown eyes or blue eyes, pale skin, and brown stringy dog hair. That's not even that's a whole nother man right there, man. Right? But the Bible described him, Jesus Christ, as a so-called black man. Right? Not no Middle Eastern man, he wasn't no Arab man. Right? He was a so-called Negro. People want to play games, say he was Middle Eastern, he was an Arab man, he was bright. He was a so-called Negro. Let me show y'all something. People like to say, well, he was olive colored. He was kind of olive colored, but people don't know. People don't understand, right? So we know. Hold on, let me get this. People like to say he was olive colored. Now we ain't never seen no green man walk the earth. So when people say when people say he was olive colored, are they saying he green? Cause we ain't never seen no green man walk the earth. So what people saying? Was he olive colored? He was olive colored, but they don't understand that they saying he black without even saying it, because you have so-called black olives. But people don't want to say that he a so-called black man. They say he olive. Well, he's not black, or he's not brown. He's olive colored. Well, we haven't seen no green person ever walk the earth, so this is another color of an olive. So you basically saying that he's a dark-skinned man without you even saying it. Without you even knowing it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Yahweh Shai, Jesus Christ is indeed a so-called black man, and he coming back soon for his people. Now let's see how let me get Daniel 10:6. His body also was like a beryl, and his face as the appearance of a lightning, and his eyes was the lamp of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. So it get into his hands and his feet, and like the color of polished brass. You know what I'm saying? So if Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, is a so-called black man, how do you think his father looked? Right? How do you think his father looked? Yahweh in heaven. How do you think the angels look? You know what I'm saying? People gotta understand this. Back in those times, bro, everybody had melanin. Everybody had, melanin in their skin with dark races of people. So how come now all those people that was over there during those times, now they somehow come out as white when we watching movies and things like that, and watching the Discovery Channel, not Discovery Channel, we watching damn biblical or worldwide history. Everybody white, and then all of a sudden all those people that was over there are white now. No, everybody, even today's time, everybody got so-called melanin, but the so-called white race, they're the only people that stand up like a sore thumb with no melanin in their skin. That's pale, right? That's pale. So Yahweh Shai and Yahweh are so-called black people, man. So let's see how Adam and Eve look in the Bible. Because if I look up Adam and Eve right now, bet you money, so-called white people gonna come up. This is why people don't believe in the Bible, man, because we think that, the Bible say this. The Bible never said that this is Adam and Eve. The Bible never said that Jesus was a white man. No, that's what they told us and portrayed, but the Bible didn't say that. See, this what goes on. You got a knife, right? Just say I got a knife. A knife was created to cut things. It was made to be used in the kitchen, whether you cutting some fruit or whether you cooking with it. That's what a knife was made for. But you also can use the knife to kill somebody with. But was it ever made to kill somebody with? No. It was made to cut things up for you to use, not made to stab nobody. But some people use it to stab somebody. You can look at the Bible. You can look at the Bible the same way. The Bible was created to help us. But it's the truth But certain people, the white people, they took it and used it to stab us. They used the knife, like I was saying earlier, the example, they used the knife the wrong way. They stole it and they used it against us. The Bible didn't say none of this stuff that they teaching in Christianity. Christianity is a man-made religion. You won't find Christianity nowhere in the Bible. Christ never said he was with Christianity. Paul never said he was with Christianity. That's a man-made religion. You know what I'm saying? The Bible goes against that. The Bible not dealing with that. But they say it's Adam and Eve. It's Adam and Eve. That's what they say. You'll be a fool to think it's Adam and Eve, man. Let's see what the Bible said. This Genesis 2:7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground. So the Bible said he made man and woman from the dust. Let me get a picture. He said he made man and woman from the dust of the ground. So what color is the dust of the ground? Is the dust of the ground pale? What color is the dust of the ground, bro? What color is the soil of the ground? Because the Bible said he made man and woman. He formed them from the dust of the ground. This is the dust of the ground. Do this look like a so-called white person? Could Adam and Eve been white if he made them from the soil of the ground? And we know that the soil back then was way more richer. That's the beginning of time. So you know that soil had to be more darker and more richer. So Adam and Eve were dark. They had melanin. They were so-called black people. And you have different type of shades of the dust of the ground. But it's not pale. It got some type of color to it. Look at that. This is the dust of the ground. This is the soil of the ground. So Adam and Eve and the people that were here first, they had to be melanated people. So, but why do you watch the movie like the Bible that they show Adam and Eve in the beginning being formed up that they're so-called white people? They are literally Caucasians. That's a problem. People don't want to look at this stuff as a problem. Like this is a problem. You're depicting, you're lying. You're lying on the Bible. You're literally changing the characters of the Bible to a whole other race of people. And people think that's okay. People try to shrug that off like that's just a small thing. No. Tell the truth about the Bible. You deceive. That's being deceitful. That's being like a devil. That's why we say the so-called white man is a devil. We don't say that just to say it, just to sound good. No, we say these people are devils because they're deceivers. We say they're devils because of the rape, robbery, murder, and the crime that they have been doing throughout history. That's why we say these people are devils. You got to be a devil to change a image. Jesus Christ, you changed this man's whole identity. That's identity theft. You just changed this man's whole identity. You know what I'm saying? That's madness. So Adam and Eve were so-called black people. They was formed from the dust of the ground. You can go outside and look at the dust of the ground. It's going to have color to it. So let's get Sons of Solomon. Let's get Sons of Solomon, man, to see how King Solomon looked. Now we know the Shulamite, I think Shulamite was saying this, which said, I am black but comely. Solomon wasn't necessarily saying this, but he wrote the book. He wrote the book. He was writing Sons of Solomon. He was writing from a woman's perspective, basically. Right? He wrote the whole thing, but he was writing it as him talking to a woman in her perspective. So he actually said this though. And we know it's not no rocket science to know that King Solomon was a so-called black man. It's not no rocket science to know these things. But let's get this. Sons of Solomon 1:5-6. I am black but comely. He's like, I'm black but comely. This is King Solomon. King Solomon was the richest man on the face of the earth and the wisest man on the face of the earth. The Bible said, he said, I am black but comely. So this man said, I'm black but beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm dark skinned. I'm beautiful though. He said, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun has looked upon my mother's children. Where my son looked upon me, my mother's children were angry with me. So he said, hey, he basically I'm dark because the sun had looked upon me. So what race of people you know get darker in the sun? What race people you know? I'm talking about, I've been working, I do construction. I've been out in the sun. I used to be light, right? And my skin, when you if I put my shirt up, it's darker. I'm darker. Down my arms are darker down here than up here because my shirt be covering this up. But my arms right here getting darker because when we go in the skin, my bad. When we go in the sun, our skin get darker. Right? When we go in the sun, we get darker, man. You know what I'm saying? That melanin, we get darker. We don't. White people don't go in the sun to get dark. They get red. They get sunburned. They might get a little tan, but they get sunburned. That's why they gotta wear sunscreen. We don't have to wear sunscreen. We go in the sun and we get darker. The sun, that's why they call it sun kiss. The sun kiss on us, man. The sun makes us darker, and we glowing. That's what's going on in Song of Solomon. So King David, if King Solomon was a black man, how was his father King? How did his father King David look? He was a so-called black man, but he was ruddy though, right? He wasn't as dark as King Solomon. He was more of a lighter complexion. He was kind of like red, you know, in the sense of not so-called white, not white people red when they red, you know what I'm saying, sunburnt red, and you know, not that type of red. He was more of let me see. I'm gonna show you what color kind of Solomon was, and I got a cousin I got a cousin that's this color, man. They used to call him Sandy Red. This man used to call him Sandy Redhead. He used to call him Sandy Red because he was like a red color. This how King David looked. It's like how King David looked. He was like kind of like a high red. You find the picture. Kind of like this. He was kind of like this. But that's how King David looked, because the Bible said he was ruddy. So he looked like this. You know, he had kind of light skin. He wasn't as dark, and he wasn't dark like he wasn't kind of dark like Morgan Freeman. He was more of a red, you know what I'm saying? So look, he kind of got a pic. You probably kind of can see it right here in like a little drawing that they had when they found back in the time. See him? That's supposed to be King David. So you see how his skin look, kind of brown, real like a high yellow. So that's how he looked it. But his son Solomon probably took after his mother. He was dark skinned. This is King Solomon. I want y'all to understand this. When we read the Bible, when we read about these people in the Bible, these are our people. We are related to these people. And the so-called white people, they love our history so much. See, our history is so special that they had to steal it. This Bible is so special, they had to steal the characters. They had to steal these are our kinfolk, bro. These are aunties, our uncles, our cousins, our brothers in this Bible. They had to steal it from us, lie to us about it, you know what I'm saying, not tell us about it, and they had kind of painted their images to be the people in the Bible. They try to make their people fit this book, which is talking about us, because it's letting you know, and it show you the Bible haven't been changed. They ain't touched this, right? Because it's still saying that the people of the Bible are our people. They didn't change it, but it's how they teaching it in these churches, which is fooling our people. The Bible always been here. The Bible always been, ain't nothing changed. It's how they teaching it in these churches. So check this out. Let's get how Paul. Now this is Paul. Let's see how Paul looked. Paul was a lot of people know about Paul. He wrote majority of the New Testament. His name was Saul. Then it was changed to Paul. This is Paul. This is in the book of Acts. But first, let me get 2 Corinthians. So Solomon was a black man. King David was a black man. They both was from the tribe of Judah. So and Christ was from the tribe of Judah. So what color was Christ? What color Christ had to be then? See what I'm saying? It's simple. Simple as day. Hold on. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 22. This 2 Chronicles chapter 11 and verse 22. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. So this king, this Paul speaking. Paul saying that he an Israelite. Paul saying that he's a Hebrew Israelite. So he an Israelite, right? That's why we say we the Israelites. So now we finna see what color was Paul. Was Paul a so-called white man that they portray? I'm finna look up Paul right now in the Bible. Let's see what type of let's see what nationality come up when I type in Paul. They said it's Paul. They saying this is Paul, man. This is Paul the Apostle. I'm curious to see how they say King Solomon look, because the Bible said, hey, they say, hey, King Solomon was a comely man. He was very beautiful to look upon, like his father David. He black and he beautiful. So let's see how they portray Solomon in the Bible. I mean on the internet. How he they said it's King Solomon. They said that's King Solomon, bro. This supposed to be King Solomon. He supposed to be one they're supposed to be the king of Israel. You see what I'm saying? You see how this is deceiving, bro? And then you see why we have to go out and teach our people the truth about our Bible, about our book, because everything we've been taught about our book has been a lie. You understand this? You can't tell me this is King Solomon. This is disrespectful. This is blasphemy. This is insane. Whoever made this image, bro, they more likely they're gonna be thrown into the lake of fire. Because this is blasphemy. So you telling me this is the richest and wisest man that ever walked the earth? That had like 1,000 wives. This man had 1,000 wives. Come on, man. Y'all playing games. Let's see how Paul actually look according to the Bible. Let's get it. It's the book of Acts, chapter 21 and verse 38. And it reads. Matter of fact, let me start at get context. Let me start at let me see. Let me see something. This is the book of Acts, chapter 21 and verse. I'm going to start at 37. And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Can thou speak Greek? He said, Are not thou that Egyptian which before these days made an uproar and led it out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? So this man mistook Paul as an Egyptian. Now we understand that the Egyptians was a dark race of people. These people were dark race of people. They were melanated people. But Paul was mistaken as an Egyptian. But Paul just said in 2 Corinthians 11 and 22 that he's an Israelite. He was a Hebrew Israelite. Let me keep reading on. Verse 39. But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus. So hold up, he was a Jew. So this also proof that the real Jews are so-called black people. I'm trying to think about that. I'm gonna slow it down. Paul, he said that he was a Hebrew Israelite. Now, Paul just got mistaken as an Egyptian. He just said, Art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days made an uproar and led out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? So he asked, Ain't you that Egyptian? Hold up, ain't you an Egyptian? But Paul said, No, I'm a Jew. So we know that the Egyptians are a dark race of people, even though they try to even portray them as being white people. We know that the Egyptians are a dark race of people. But Paul was mistaken as an Egyptian, but he wasn't Egyptian. So what that tell you? it tells you that the Hebrew Israelites were so-called black people as well. And that the Jews of the Bible, the real Jews, are so-called black people, or so-called Negroes. Because a white person not finna be mistaken as an Egyptian or a Jew. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't gonna be mistaken as that. Because we knew back then that the Hebrew Israelites were dark-skinned race of people, and the Egyptians were dark race of people. That's why the Most High God, he said in Exodus 11:7, he put a difference between us. Because we two dark race of people, but the Egyptians and Israelites were not the same people. When you read the book of Exodus, the Egyptians had the Israelites in captivity. And that's why Christ was able to flee into Egypt. If I'm mistaken, he fled into the, let me get that. That's proof that Christ was even a black, that's proof that Christ was a so-called black man, because, let me show you. This Matthew chapter 2 and verse 13 through 16. When he arose, he took the young child and his mother by night and departed into Egypt, and was there until the death of Herod, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, out of Egypt have I called my son. So, what y'all think about this too? Joseph and Mary, you know, and this is when Jesus was being born. You got Herod. Herod was a white man. He was a white king at the time. He was trying to kill them. He was trying to kill Yahushua because he already knew the prophecy and what Yahushua was going to come and do. But they fled into Egypt to hide from King Herod. So why would they flee into Egypt to hide? Because the Egyptians were so-called black people. And Jesus, Yahushua, and his mother Mary, and his father Joseph, they were so-called black people, so they were going to be able to blend in with the Egyptians to hide from Herod. Now, if Jesus Christ was a so-called white man and his mother and father were so-called white people, you think they'll be able to blend in Egypt? He'll stick out like a sore thumb. He would not be able to blend in if he went to Egypt. So these prove that these people are our people, man. These people are so-called black people, and this some proof. This right here is some more proof that's gonna blow a lot of people's mind that never read this before. This is the book of Acts. More proof. Chapter 13 and verse 1. I want y'all, if y'all watch it, whoever watching this video, I want y'all to go to y'all phones. I want y'all to follow me on this one. Go to y'all phone or whatever you watching, whatever you got by your phone, your laptop, your iPad, and type in Acts 13 and 1. And I want y'all to read this with me. I want you to get there. Alright, so Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets, the true prophets, and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that were called Niger or Niger. I want y'all to look at this word. The prophets, now the prophets and teachers, they was called Niger or Nigger. So if you look at that word, let's look at that word, Niger. I want y'all to go to Google, right? I want y'all to go to Google and type in, hold up. Let me see. Type in Niger, Latin. Because it's a Latin word. It's Latin for something. So go to Google and type in Latin. Hold up. I don't know if y'all got there, but go to type in what it say for the word Niger. That same word that was used in Acts 13 and 1. And it reads, it says Latin for black. So that word Niger is Latin for black, and it says is the root word for some homophones of nigger. So it's the same word as that word nigger that we get called today, and that word is Latin for black. So they was getting called black back then. You know what I'm saying? They was getting called nigger back then as disrespect. It's nothing new under the sun. Don't we get called the same thing? This is in the Bible. The Bible said the true prophets and the true teachers of the Most High God, they were getting called black or they was getting called nigger. This is us, bro. This book is art. This is our book, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we taking it back. We taking everything back that we've been lied to about. We taking our depictions back. You know what I'm saying? We taking the kingdom back. You know what I'm saying? We taking back our heritage, our customs, our language. We taking back our whole history book that was stolen from us. And we starting to read and realize that these are our people. And it lines up with our history. This the history that we've been missing for 400 years. That we wasn't getting taught. We putting the puzzles together and we putting this thing back. So let me show you that these people are. Let me get some more, man. Now let's go back to King of Solomon. I mean, my bad. Let's go back to King Solomon. Let's see how King Solomon was moving. And this to show you also that we the people of the book. Show you, check this out. This is King Solomon. Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with a chain of gold. So the Bible said King Solomon, which was Israelite, his cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. What that mean? His cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Well, he got grills in his mouth. He got gold teeth. He got diamonds in his mouth. And he got a gold chain around his neck. So what people do this make you think about? Let's pull some images up. The Bible said King of Solomon had gold. He basically had diamonds in his mouth and a gold chain. What race of people do this remind you of, bro? What people you know that walk around with gold teeth in? Hold up, let me get some images. It's going slow. What race of people y'all know walk around with gold teeth? Because the Bible said King Solomon, his cheeks was comely with rows of jewels. He had a chain around his neck. So y'all wonder why we love gold teeth so much. Y'all wonder why we like gold look the best on us. Nobody can rock no gold like we rock, especially with the all. See, this is signature. This is signature fit, bro. The gold too, the all black. You know what I'm saying? With the black shoes, the black pants, the plain black tee with a gold chain around your neck. There's the gold too, with the gold chain around your neck, with the gold teeth, with the gold brace, the gold watch, whatever. That's the gold, bro. Who rock gold like us? Cause this is in our blood to do this, man. This is our heritage. It ain't no coincidence that we just love gold chains and gold grills so much. You know what I'm saying? This how King Solomon was looking. This is exactly how King Solomon was looking, man. This how you know this our book. When you notice when you see other races of people that have golds in their mouth, like in gold teeth and gold grill, it don't look right. Especially so-called white people when they try to have golds in their mouth and they have like try to look like golds in their mouth with a gold chain. It don't look right. It look out of ordinary. It don't look right. It look out of place when white people wear grills and things like that. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? It look out of place. Like, come on, bro. This don't even look right. This look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? These out of place. It just look like it look saltless. Like it look like it needs some seasoning. Like it don't look right. It don't look right. Come on, man. But when we do it, hold up. But when we do it, it just look like it just fits us. You know what I'm saying? It's like Let me get a picture. You see what I'm saying? When we do it, it fits us. It's like, dang, bro, like it look hard on us. You know what I'm saying? It look hard on us. Come on, man. Cause we the people of the Bible. It's just naturally like it's natural in our blood, bro. It just it fits us. You know what I'm saying? So I like you know what I'm saying, seeing what the Bible says, just pull pictures up and look at our people and show that we the people of the book, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. So, you know, we the people of this book. So when you go to Ezekiel 16 and verse 11, it says, I decked thee also with ornaments and put bracelets upon thy neck. My bad. I decked thee also with ornaments and I put bracelets upon thy hands and a chain on thy neck. So we're the only people that really wear bracelets and chains on our neck, bruh. As a people, as a culture, we do this. Cause we the people of the book, bruh. And they was doing the same exact thing. So let's get how Moses looked. Moses was a Levite from the tribe of Moses was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. So let's see, was Moses a so-called black man too? And you'll come to realize that these people that is mentioned as Israelites in this book, these kings of Israel, of Judah and Israel, were so-called black and Hispanic people. So it's Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 6. My bad. Exodus 4 and 6. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thy hand in thy bosom. So he talking to Moses. He like, put your hand in your bosom. So Moses is putting his hand inside his bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. When he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. So his hand was so-called white. Or he didn't have no melanin. This is proof that Moses was a so-called black man. Because if he was a so-called white man or a pale man without melanin, if he put his hand inside his bosom and brought it out, it wouldn't have been no difference. It would have been no difference if he was a so-called white man. But he was so-called black, and when he put his hand inside his bosom and brought it out, it changed. It changed. His hand changed. His melanin was gone. You know what I'm saying? So this proves that Moses was a so-called black man. You know, this is proof. We're going into it. Just like this right here, it tells you that Moses was a so-called black man. He put his hand inside his bosom. He had melanin. He put his hand inside his bosom. He took it out. His damn melanin gone. His hand looking like a so-called white person hand. But if he was so-called white, like how they portray him to be, and he put his hand in his bosom and took it out, it wouldn't have been no big deal. It wouldn't have been like, why I do this? Like, why? It wouldn't have been no difference. He a so-called black man. So let's get Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8 and verse 3. And he put forth the form of an hand and took me by the lock of my head. So Ezekiel said he took him by the lock of his head. So Ezekiel had locks. So what race of people have? What race of people have locks? Like, you have other nations try to get locks, but what people, you know, it's a custom for them to have locks. It's like in their blood to have locks. Us. It's talking about us. Ezekiel, the mighty prophet. We just read in Acts 13 and 1 that the prophet was called black. And Ezekiel had locks, which further proves the point. Let's get this. This Judges chapter 16 and verse 13. And Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the well. So Samson, he had locks. This man Samson had locks. This is a mighty man. So, hold up. Absalom, hold up. David's son, Absalom, David's son. Let's see what Absalom, David's son, how heavy his hair was. This 2 Samuel chapter 14 and verse 26. Now this is Absalom, David's son. I said it already. I'll say it again. Absalom, David's son. And when he pulled his hair, for it was at every year end that he pulled it, because the hair was heavy on him. So Absalom, David's son, his hair was heavy upon him. Now what other race of people hair be heavy? What made his hair heavy? Therefore he pulled it. He weighed the hair of his head at 200 shekels after the king's weight. So I want to see what 200 shekels is in today's time. That's how much it weighed. Let's see how much. Cause he plucked it out. Like he basically cut it by every year because it used to get heavy on him. Let's see how much that is in today's time. So it said like about about 5 pounds. So his hair weighed about 5 pounds. He had locks. You know what I'm saying? What white people here you know is wearing 5 pounds, is heavy on their head. They gotta cut it because it's heavy. No, we gotta cut our hair sometimes because it's heavy, because of the locks. You know what I'm saying? That hair, it be having some weight to it. So this proves that he's a so-called black man. And last but not least, I'm finna get into how the angels look, bro. Are these the angels in the Bible? Are they little naked babies with diapers on? Is this the angel in the Bible? Are these the angels, bro? Looking all sweet and white and pale. Are these the angels of the Lord? Are these the angels that's talked about in the Bible? Let's see how the angels really look. Let's see how the angels really look according to the Bible. And people probably already know by now, because everybody else is black. How the angels look? The only person that was really that was Esau, or the so-called white people. Esau came out red and hairy, so he the starter of the so-called white people. So this is Ezekiel 1 and 5 going into the angels. Let's see how they really look. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and every one had 4 faces. So the angels got 4 faces. We ain't never been taught that. The angels of the Lord got 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings. So they got 4 faces and 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet, and the soles of their feet like the sole of a calf's foot. So the bottom of their feet is like a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. So don't that sound familiar about burnt brass with Yahweh Shai? The angels are the same color, and they had the hands of a man under the wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. And their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went, and they went every one straight forward. And for the likeness of their faces, so they're going to tell you how they have 4 faces. Let's see what their faces look like. They had one face was the likeness of a man, so they had the face of a man. They had the face of a lion. They had the face of a ox, and they had the face of an eagle. These are the angels. Their face. The man face was was our skin color, was burnished brass, melanated. So the angels were even melanated, bro. It just said, and they sparkle like the color of burnished brass, bro. So they were melanated. So They did a number on our people, bro. They whitewashed the book. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say, yeah, because yeah, I think during the time, yeah. So the Renaissance, it just means rebirth. And it said a period of European civilization that was marked by a revival of classical learning and wisdom. During the time of the Renaissance, that's when they came in and whitewashed everything. Because Renaissance just means rebirth. So they basically, the images of all the so-called black people, it's like a rebirth. We gonna paint these images white. We changing all these images of the dark ages. We changing Paul. We changing Jesus. We changing Noah. We changing all these people to white. It was during their time that they did that, man. So they already knew what they was doing. They was plotting on us from the beginning. They was plotting on how can we destroy these people. How can we not let these people know that they're God's chosen people. So you black and Hispanics, you got to understand, this is your book. These are your people in this book. Stop thinking it's a white man book. Stop thinking that everybody in this Bible white. That the white man used this as a tool against us. No. In a sense he did, but he didn't read it to it. He didn't allow us to, that's why in slavery he didn't allow us to read it. And think about it, Nat Turner. Nat Turner read the Bible and he started a slave rebellion. So why did Nat Turner read the Bible and start a slave rebellion? Because he understood that this Bible was his book and that he been lied to and his people been lied to. So that's why Nat Turner started a slave rebellion after he read the Bible. Right? You get understanding when you truly read for your stuff, when you truly read for yourself and stop letting these pastors tell you what the Bible say and read it for yourself. Stop putting your trust in man. Stop listening to what people say. You have some people say, well, the Bible is a man-made book. You know what I'm saying? The white man used that against us. We ask them, have you ever read the Bible? No. So how you know this is a white man book? Just because somebody said it? So we listening to what people saying now? We putting our trust in man? No. Do your own research. Do your own research. Get your own understanding for yourself and stop listening to man. That's why our people are so destroyed and so deep into Christianity, because they listen to a man, they listen to a pastor try to tell them about the word of God instead of them trying to search the Most High God out for themselves. And the question is, he saying the truth? Our people just go with it. You know what I'm saying? So Lord, in this video is edifying through the Spirit, man. Our people this is our book, bro. So now you can see yourself when you read this book. You know, now when you read about David, when David slew Goliath, you can see yourself in this book. You can see the power of your people in this book. So now when you walking around, you might go to the hood. Now when you read the Bible, you see your people in the hood. You don't look at them as just niggas and thugs. You look at them as kings, right? As princes, as princesses. Because they got that same blood that King Solomon, King David, Yahweh Shai, the angel, the same blood that they got in their blood, and they had in their blood, it's the same blood that they had in the Bible. These righteous men, or these kings, these warriors in this book, the same blood that they got is the same blood that we got in our veins pumping. I'm gonna say this one more time before I close out. I want y'all to sit here and think about this and meditate on this. The same blood that Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus Christ, that rose from the dead, that had no sin. The same blood that this man got that had in his blood when he was on earth, it's the same blood you black and Hispanics have running through your veins as we speak. No other race of people can say that. No other race of people can say they got the same blood as Christ. He's literally our brother, bro. He's literally our kinfolk, bro. You know what I'm saying? We go back to history. We really go back deep enough. You know what I'm saying? King David, he could have been our uncle. Could have been our brother. You know what I'm saying? Could have been our nephew. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But all praise to the Most High. Lord, when this video was edifying the mighty man, I hope brothers and sisters now can see themselves in the Bible now. You know what I'm saying? That was the goal. So I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I say Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, the Israelites, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. We got next. We got next. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, and we got next. Shalom.